Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Janet, the Journal Keeper. Welcome if this is your first visit to the channel, and welcome back if you've been before. If this is your first visit, I hope that you'll enjoy what you see and consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribe and press the bell that lets you know when I upload a new video. On the part 4 of the denim accordion folder, at the end of that I introduced you to this project. So this is part 1 of putting that together. If you didn't see that, just give you a quick show as to what this is. It is a stacked envelope altered file folder journal. That's a bit long and complicated, but I'll show you what it is. So basically it's an American manila folder folded in half here. Now on the front of the folder we have got stacked envelopes. This is the mock-up, so this is all been decorated. So we've got here and here, and in the middle here I've made a little notepad. Okay, now I've made the envelopes into pockets and got cards. Either they're side pockets or top pockets. Okay, so now I'll just give you a quick view of the journal, which actually is not completed still. So this is the folder. So I've sewn down each side. It's folded in half, and then that becomes the cover. And then the coffee dyed papers will be sewn in here. Now it's I have sewn most of the pages, but if you don't sew, that's fine. You can glue the sides of the folder. You can decorate your papers, you know, how you see fit. I've just done a little bit of stenciling on some of them. I'm not doing a huge amount of decoration on there because the envelopes are quite well decorated. So the plan today then is to start with the folder. So this is the base. Now I know that in England we can't get these. We can get folders that they call manila folders, but they're a different colour, but it does not matter what colour you use. If you haven't got any folders, you could use a piece of Amazon packing, cardboard, anything that you can fold over to make into a cover. Okay, so I've got some envelopes I've selected. They'll be going left and right like this. And so the first thing we're going to do is to glue them in place. Right, so let's move that out of the way. I'm going to use my PVA because it needs to be a good strong glue, better than the glue stick. Okay, so we'll start with one side, and what we're going to do first is to glue these all together. So make sure you have them how you want them. I did mention in the introduction that if your folders were a little flimsy, you would consider putting some cards in them to stiffen them up. Okay, and decide whether you wanted them to be top pockets or side pockets, which I've done with these. I've added card to the ones I felt needed it the most, and I don't think I've cut these. Anyway, we'll do that later. So we'll start off by gluing these envelopes together. Sure they fit well together there. And again, make sure you've got them placed properly before you glue them down. Okay, so they're all together. And you will, even if some of these seem still a bit flimsy, you will be covering these on each side with backing papers and things like that, so that will also help to stiffen them up. Okay, and the next set, now this has got a strip on it. I'm going to take that off. No, I'm not going to leave it on for the moment. Let's glue these first. Take that off now. Just going to snip that off because it's no use. Okay, so you've now got these together. They're all together. So what you will be doing is to put them down exactly where you want them and glue this part in place onto the folder. Right, that is taller. So can we have that one on that side? Yep, that'll work. Okay. I will say that I originally saw this on the YouTube channel of Robin Dudley House. She's called the Artsy Bohemian, and she freely admits she got it somewhere else, but couldn't exactly tell you where that was. But that's where I first picked it up. She does some stunning, amazing work. This is a good way to use up some of your envelope stash. Right, so these should have left that on, shouldn't I? So these will go in first and these will go on top. Okay. If you find when you start folding them over that they're actually hanging over the side, you can trim them to fit. I mean, you can always you know, trim things and re-glue them if you need to. So reposition that slightly. So there we have these in place. And once you've decorated the envelopes, we can then put a piece down the middle to cover that, and you know, basically do whatever you want in the middle. Maybe just, you know, a piece of paper, or you might want to put some kind of ephemera there. So I don't bore you to death. I have actually pre-cut some papers to stick on here, because I just thought that might take a bit too long. So I've got a lot of backing sheets, and I'm trying to reduce that down so to use them. And this is going to be a pocket here, so we'll be making journal cards and tags to fit in the pockets. You want to ask me where these papers are from, because I've had some of them a long time and I can't really remember. Just trim that a little bit. Again, this one is going to be a side pocket, and I believe this one is as well. Yeah. I hope you're all well today, and we're pretty much at the end of summer holidays now, so we're going to be looking into what's going to happen in the fall as far as projects. We've got lots of fantastic new Tim Holtz stamps and ideology, and if you've watched his August presentations of the new items of all the different sections, we had the Sizzix guys, the Stampers Anonymous stamps, the ideology, and Sizzix, ideology, Stampers Anonymous. What was the other one? I've gone blank. But anyway, oh, the Ranger inks. Yeah, so okay, so we've covered those. They're all done. So we'll go on to these now. Yes, if you've been watching those, you will be all fired up by all of the fantastic things that they've had on offer. Of course, it does rather tempt you. You know, you think, oh, I won't buy any more stamps. Yeah, until there's something like that happens, then you do. These I haven't cut open yet, so we'll do that in a second. I suppose actually, if you think about it, there's no reason that you couldn't, you know, cover these and then glue them together. I don't suppose that would make any difference. We'll have this one as a side pocket. Just snip that edge off there. And you've got the pocket. And I think we'll have this one as a top pocket. So there we are. We've got a top pocket for a tag to go in there. It's a bit too small. So I've got plans to do a Halloween project and an autumn project. So at the moment that's it, but you never know what might trim that a little bit more. You never know what else might come along. I had some of those, the mini folders left over from Tim Holtz that we made into journals before, and so I had some left over, so I thought I would see what we could do with those. I've actually made a cover for it already, so right, so these are cut right. I'm not too worried about this bit because they'll be covered once we put something over here. And last one. I'm pretty sure that's an Artsy Maze V one, but I think this one was from Louise Heinzel, her tea bag, I think. I'm not sure it's tea bags. Yeah, I think it might be her tea bag papers. When these are all finished, then we can sort of put some vintage photo or whatever is your favourite at the moment around the edges here to vintage them up a bit. Okay, so we have those covered. And I think I'll leave that there, and I will be back with the second part where we decorate these, finish this part here, and then we'll be putting the actual journal together. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you'll come back and watch part 2, and I'll leave this with you, and I hope it's something you're going to enjoy. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.